Templars. Now, the Knights Templar were warrior knights. They were Catholics that took part in the Crusades that you've probably all heard about. They went over to the Holy Land to try and capture the Holy Land back from the Saracens. Now, the Saracens were a kind of Muslims. During this conflict, which lasted over a century, they began to interface with the assassins. They began to share each other's secrets. And so when they lost the Crusades, the Templars went back to Europe, immensely wealthy, immensely powerful, and full of occult knowledge. Now, you got to understand something about the Templars. They got very wealthy because they basically provided protection for the pilgrims as they journeyed from Europe to visit the sacred places in the Holy Land. And they got very, very wealthy. Plus, there are legends that say that they found Solomon's treasure buried in the ruins of Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, and that they were fabulously wealthy. They got so powerful. And interestingly enough, they became the first international banksters. Everybody tries to blame the Jews for that one, but actually the first international banksters were in fact the Templars.
Папа Климент V и король Франции Филипп 22 марта 1312 года объявили о распуске ордена тамплиеров как извращенной еретической секты.
They sent out warrants and captured every Knight Templar that they could find, including the Grand Master, whose name was Jacques de Molay. Now, Jacques de Molay was a pretty sinister fellow, and some of you may have heard of the Masonic order, the de Molays. It's named after Jacques de Molay, believe it or not. And this fellow was a pedophile. He enjoyed having sex with young boys. He was also an idolater. He worshipped an idol named Baphomet, and he was a practitioner of black magic. And this is the guy that the Masons idolize as a hero for their young boys.
Были обнародованы и признания, которые сделали арестованные члены ордена. Они ужаснули Европу. Тамплиеры отрицали Бога. Они поклонялись фигуре сатаны с головой козла. Они именовали его Бафомет или Пафомет. Бафомет считался воплощением абсолютного зла в мистических ритуалах, и к нему взывали тамплиеры при совершении своих оккультных обрядов.
Rick Joyner, you remember him? He is, let me pull some pictures up of him here. He is with Morning Star Ministries. Rick Joyner is a Knight of Malta. The Knights of Malta is a Roman Catholic organization, a Catholic chivalrous organization basically run by the Pope.
In 1113, Pope Pascal issued a bull, an official proclamation, establishing the Order of the Knights of St. John, Soldiers of Christ, as a military order. And the eight-pointed cross of the town of Amalfi became their symbol. They were the appointed guardians of the true faith, sworn to protect Christendom against all enemies of the cross. They went to war in the name of Christ, building empires, amassing fortunes, destroying enemies, real and imagined, and changing the course of human history forever. Generations of knights, dedicated to charity in the name of our Lord the Poor, were tainted by bloodshed and betrayal in the pursuit of political power. Ibn al-Athir, an Arab chronicler of the time, reported on the atrocities committed by the Franks, as all the Crusaders recalled.
The population of the Holy City was put to the sword, and the Franks spent a week massacring Muslims. They killed more than 70,000 people in Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Ibn al-Qalanisi, another historian, noted,
Many people were killed. The Jews had gathered in their synagogue, and the Franks burned them alive. May peace be upon them.
These are the brotherhoods, still making history today.